Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
Escapes the defender.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. Down the sideline he goes. Mike Evans.
Touchdown, LA! Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Now for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Spencer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Spencer. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw again.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Williams again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
Now a crease here as he's passed. The ball comes out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
from the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got it down to the 28. The Chargers sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Herbert operating from the red zone.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Herbert's throw taken in by Evans here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Herbert now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Quentin Johnston
from 21 yards away, and the Chargers have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Williams loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong. Playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Back to throw. Spencer.
Short throw caught by Dulcich. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Spencer. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Off play action. Spencer. He completes this to Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Spencer. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Here's Herbert. Pass out left finds Johnston. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And taken right on the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Second down and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback in the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. Throw left side, complete. That's Johnston. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Herbert on 3rd down now. That is caught. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Herbert throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. Now a timeout signal for them. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To the air again, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, Wilson.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick in the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now Wilson.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is intercepted.
And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Short throw caught by Dosich.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw again is Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
It's a 39-yard punt and good coverage. On the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Evans here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. Short. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now it's Smith. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Off of play action, here's Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again is Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The pickup there, 5 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down. On the counter, here's Williams. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg, rolling to his right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing on third down, Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here we go with Williams. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Smith on first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's got this down to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Smith. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points in the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.